Okay, so welcome back. So now what I'm doing now is just clearing up these sections here, the bridge sections. I've already done the other two, and so I've cut away this little bit already, so I just need to do some final cutting on this. Should come away no problem at all now. So the other thing I've got to do is to drill these holes out on the side here. Then changing the drill size. Ooh. Okay, so I'll continue cleaning this up. Probably do most of it off camera. So yeah, but there you go. Okay, moving on to this bit, C. It's going to cut this off and then attach it to that. Dry fitting it first. Just leave that glue to set. Okay, so the next thing I have to do is to drill a little hole in this end bit. They're different either end. I'll just show you this. So on either bridge section they're different. So we've got one. This is a single one, and then on the opposite side is two of these, a double one. Slightly bent. So they interlock with each other. Oh, to show that. It's not doing it for me. Right. Like so. I'll just put a cocktail stick in there for now. Typical, innit? I start the camera and it doesn't do what I want it to do. I'll just put a cocktail stick in there for now because it's actually. There you go. So this is the single side one, and they do have different numbers. So this is E7. Now to match that up, just get that into position. You might not be able to see because my hand's going to be in the way a bit. So mark it, and I'm going to drill it with a small drill bit, and then just dry fitting it for now. Check if it's in the right place. Is it in the right place? Yeah. Remember just to apply a bit of glue. And like I said, on the other bridge piece, it's two of these, and they're different. They're different on there, and they just go on the other end. It's a double one. I won't film that because it's basically the same principle as this one. Okay, so the next stage is to put these little joints into these holes. Just going to dry fit them for now, just to see if the hole's big enough, because I might have to make the holes a little bit bigger. I've already glued that one. Yep, so they seem to be fitting in the holes perfectly right. So I will repeat the process on the other bridge part. I won't bother recording it because it's basically the same as this side. Okay, now we're going to stick this piece of metal here that I've already cut out and dry fitted there. Now I've got to hold this together for a little bit, so might as well stop recording for a bit. Okay, so now I'm going to glue these two bits, or attach these two bits together, and I'm just trying to work out how I'm going to do that. Just going to dry fit it from just to see. Now this bit, is a honey, like a comb bit there. That's got to be facing that way, and this bit's got to be down. So that's facing towards the end of the bridge. So it's important this bit's in before gluing that bit. But I don't want to glue this bit. And then there's this bit that has to go in there. I might be able to do that last. Right, I might see if I can put some glue on it now and try and get that bit in. Right, I'll leave that to dry a little bit. Okay, yeah, so I did do that one in the end. Got it all stuck in, and this is all glued together now with this bit moving. I'm going to do the same with this one, because I forgot to record the last bit. Plus I'm sort of going to do it slightly differently because it didn't quite go to plan, that one. I've glued this side first, glued that one, and I'm going to glue it. I'm going to just try to fit this over here first, see which way best to go around it is, and then match them up, and then glue it in. Leave that to dry. Do the same with this. I feel that one keeps trying to go off the one side. Oh, I can actually put that one in last, I think. Ooh, hopefully this will work this way. Right. Okay, just let the glue set there. Okay, so just let the glue set. That should be right. Hopefully you saw that. I didn't get my head in the way. Right. Okay, right. I do apologise if the screen looks weird. I'm still trying to work out the settings on the camera to get the best picture. Right, so now moving on to the next stage, which is these little bits, the scissor quarter, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. Right. But before I started this, I had to choose which side of the bridge I wanted to be, wherever. I've decided this side is going to be the one I'm going to be using for the first diorama I'm doing. So I've attached the first. Oh, I haven't attached it. I've attached that little bit. I haven't attached this bit yet. I'm hoping it just click back in. But yeah, so basically you're going to have to choose which side of the bridge I want to use before gluing it, obviously. So there's like a little locking pin there, and when it's in the down position, like for the vehicles to drive over, it's to be locked into that position. So now I've just got to do the same for the other side. The way I did that was I put a cocktail stick through the hole, and then worked out where I was going to put that. But before then, let me glue these little bolts on. So when it's in the, this is like closed position, parked position, so the scissors are closed and it's sitting on top of the bridge lower, it will be locked into position obviously, but because it's scissored out, it's be locked into a different position, if you get what I'm saying. So it does demonstrate here on the pictures. So this side is the side that will be, this side will be the side that it's locked in this position. On the other side, if I just cut it off, it will be in this side will be in this position, so it locks into. Well, I might have to drill that hole out a little bit more, but that locks into this which is this bracket, which is locked in, which is attached to the actual bridge. Okay, so let's put a bit of glue in there. I need a little bit more than that actually. And this is where I need to, that needs to fit in there. I need to make space. Yes, you put that bit in there like that. Let's try and fit this whole section basically. Alright, that goes around the other way. It goes around that way. So I roughly know where everything's going to go. Now I'll take that off. Glue that to this section. Just leave that glue to set. And then stick that through there. That should click onto there like that. But what I want to do is pull that out a little bit. I'm going to glue that in the hole, but in at the right angle. What I'm not going to do is glue any of these bits. So they are, well, they're locked in at the moment, but when they're locked in, they come down. Basically, I'm not going to demonstrate with this one. See, they will be free flowing when they're not locked in. Because I haven't decided what I'm doing with this bit yet. It might be a case of cutting down there and leaving half and half on them on each bridge, because I'm using these on a diorama. I haven't decided yet. I'm just sort of seeing what I can do. Right. Okay. The next thing to do is to make this thing. It's the it's basically it's part of the gearing. It sits, sorry, the other way around. Sits there, kind of part of the scissor system. But you get this bit, which if you blink you miss it, type bit. You think, oh, what's that for? Basically, you have to glue that in between. There is little ridges, and there's a ridge there. That's basically your guide. You've got to get that spot on. So, yes, just a case of adding some glue to this, and then trying to line it up with that little ridge there Otherwise line it all up with the other bits, which is a lot harder than it looks. I've not got that perfect, but it will do. Typical, it's all going wrong. As soon as I switch the camera on, it starts all going wrong. Oh. So yeah, I've done the other one. It's not turned out as good as this one, which is typical, isn't it? The one I did off camera came out perfectly. This one, not so much, annoyingly. But I will clean it up as best as I can, and hope no one notices it. Shouldn't notice it because I'm putting in a diorama and it should be covered up by a vehicle or a bit of mud. So yeah, leaving that stage, now we're moving on to these rods. Let's just do a demonstration of the up and down positions of that. Oh, these the hooks I can put on and bend up, I suppose. But anyway, that'll be for next time. Right, okay, so now I'm attaching these rods, these to that. I've decided if I do cut it down there, it's not going to affect that, so I've just got my solder line on the go over here. So just push a little bit of plastic in there. It's important you make sure these go the right way. Okay, then I'm going to snip just a little bit off the top and then get my solder iron like so, and there you go. That's all moving. Did the same with this one. So yeah, that was that. Right, so before I move on to the next stage, I'm probably just going to have a little bit of a look at it all and see how far I can, what the next bit is. Oh look, this bit's come out, so let me glue this bit back in. Right, okay, so let's leave it for here for now, and then I'll work out what I'm going to do. Okay, so now I'm moving on to this part here, this section, where I'm doing the little guiding plates. I think they are. Let's have a look, see what they're actually called. The trackway curbs. Okay, I have skipped the part with the rods. Okay, there you go, doing this trackway paths, the trackway curbs. So what I've been doing, I've already made a few, as you can see, and you stick this piece of resin on, which is E, and you get this nice handy little tool. Basically, I've got quite a few of these to do, so I've sort of just been getting on with them. Place it in here, and using a large ruler, you push it down, and I've been using this file, and I've just been pushing down these edges. See? Now it even says in the instructions it doesn't matter if they look a bit battered and that, because they just would be. But it's important. Just cut this one off. There's a blank side, and then there's a side with little ridges. Put the side with the ridges down. Press down with that. So now what I'll just demonstrate is the gluing these on. Probably not even zoomed in enough for you to actually even see that. So there you go. What I'll do is I will crack on with these. Won't bother recording it. Might record the last one or something like that, and then I'll glue them to the actual bridge part. Okay, so now I'm going to attach all those bits to the bridge by gluing them. I'm going to start this end and then go to this end and start this end, do one at this end, and basically work towards each other. That way I should get the spacing right. I've already done the other bridge, or the other section should I say. They do look a bit wonky after it's done, but then it does say in the instructions that the real thing basically would look wonky. These would be quite bent up and used. Which is understandable considering you have tanks and other armoured vehicles flying across this bridge. So yeah, let's go to this end now. So yeah, I've done one side. Yeah, I made a little bit of a boo-boo with that one. So what I'll do now is I will do the other side, but I won't bother filming it because just watch me do this side. So yeah, that's one side done. See you in a bit. Okay, so now I'm just preparing these little hook things that the rod's attached to. Okay, now I'm assembling the rods, launch rods. I've already done one. Thank goodness I'm not actually doing this on the tank, on the bridge launcher, because I don't think I've got these measurements completely right. So they're pretty good, I think. So yeah, I've done one, so I'm just going to do the other one. Just going to drill this hole out here. I don't know how well you can see what I'm doing, but it doesn't seem to want to drill out at all. Just change the drill bit. Here's the trouble, see these don't seem to fit in the holes. You have to make the holes a bit bigger. I've tried gluing them together and then drilling the hole, and that doesn't work. I've tried just sticking them like this, and it doesn't work. I could try slightly heating them up and pushing them in. I might try that actually. Let me just stop this a minute. Okay, so yeah, what I did, just heated up the bar a little bit to make the hole a bit bigger. I shouldn't really have a problem with these ones. Okay, that's all the poles ready. Let me just pause it for a bit. Now we've got to attach these photo etch parts. So I'm going to start with E9. Little plastic rod. Melt one end of it. Get your snippers. No, you don't have to use a soldering iron, I'll just use it because it's handy. You could just use to heat up a knife or something on a candle. And then we have E10. And there you go, we have the launching rods, shall I say. And they are, I'd say, yeah, they're pretty much the same length. That's not bad going. But like I say, I'm not actually going to be attaching them to the launcher. But if you was, you'd have to get those lengths absolutely spot on right. So yeah, basically, it's done, it's finished, it's built. Well, it's not quite finished because I need to prime it and then spray it, camouflage it, and then dough it up. But that's for another video. This video is pretty much done now. The build story is complete. I will take some pictures with a vehicle on it, maybe completely stretched out. There is some temporary things I've done, like I've temporarily put a bit of plastic through there just to hold these bits in place. Oh, that bit's falling off already. But yeah, basically, yeah, just some plastic to put the pins. I'll just demonstrate by putting this one together, I think. Yeah, the launching rods basically is a temporary pin that goes in there. Because I haven't decided what I'm actually doing. Let me just put that through there. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, there's a launching rod. Yeah, because I haven't decided what I'm doing with the second bridge. I know what the second half of the bridge. I know what I'm doing with this half of the bridge. But basically, both going to be going on dioramas, but separate from each other. So I have to work out if I'm going to be cutting this section here in half. You can't really see, but basically, if I could get it out, there we go. But that section inside there, if I'm going to be cutting that in half, or what I'm going to be doing yet, I haven't decided. But yeah, but basically the build element of it is done. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe. Please leave a comment in the comment section below. I'm sorry the picture quality has been a bit random on this one, but I'm just getting used to the new camera, or the camera's getting used to my setup. Can't work it out. Also, my computer's being a bit funny, so that doesn't help. But yeah, hopefully next time you join me, I will be spraying this, putting a camouflage on it, and basically doing it up. So yeah, but I'll take some pictures and leave them in the gallery maybe. Okay, bye for now.